Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Gargi Raut. Our top story, exit polls for the 2025 Delhi elections have given the BJP a clear advantage when votes are counted Saturday. According to a poll of polls, the hopes of the ruling Aadmi party for a third term are set to be dashed. Exit polls have also predicted more woe for the Congress party, which is expected to be routed. Again, there are 70 seats in the Delhi Assembly. The majority mark is 36. Four exit polls predicted between 15 to 35 seats for the party and 38 to 40 plus seats for the BJP. Only one, the People's Pulse, has suggested a BJP sweep with 51 to 60 seats. An aggregate predicts 26 of Delhi's 70 seats for Aadmi party, 43 for the BJP. But of course, all the health warnings, remember, exit polls have often got it wrong even in the recent past. Let's take a look at some of the reactions.
मुझे लगता है कि आम आदमी पार्टी को एग्जिट पोल हमेशा कम आंकते रहे हैं और उसका बड़ा कारण ये है कि आम लोगों की जो आवाज है वो अक्सर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जो दबंग हैं वो दबाते हैं, डराया जाता है, धमकाया जाता है, तो एक आम आदमी अपनी बात एग्जिट पोल पे नहीं कहता, उसको डर रहता है। बड़े बहुमत से आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनने वाली है और ये तमाम एग्जिट पोल जो हैं गलत साबित होंगे।
दिल्ली की जनता का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं कि उन्होंने इतने भारी उत्साह के साथ में मतदान किया। देखिए, एक बात तय है कि दिल्ली में कमल खिल रहा है, दिल्ली में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बन रही है, तो हमारे सामने चुनौती रहेगी कि जो सारी 11 साल की नाकामियां थी हमें उसको तो ठीक करना ही है। बहुत सारे अच्छे काम करने हैं। मोदी जी के साथ में मिलकर दिल्ली में एक अच्छी सरकार बनेगी, दिल्ली में सुशासन देंगे। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पूरे कॉन्फिडेंट है कि वो हार रहे हैं।
Now, till 7 p.m., the voter turnout stood at 57.79%. In 2020, it was 62.8%. This is a provisional number. There could be a revision. Even today, though, on polling day, we saw allegations and counter-allegations between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. Here's a report. Delhi has decided the capital contest has closed. 70 seats, 698 candidates and a whopping 1.56 crore voters.
कौन से मुद्दे हैं आपके मन में जिनको मन में आप आज रख के वोट देने आई हैं?
एक तो सीवर लाइन की है बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम और एक सफाई।
केजरीवाल सरकार और दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट जो वादे करती है अपने वो पूरा करती है और जो बीजेपी भ्रम में डूब रही है तो वो भ्रम है। सिर्फ वो देख केजरीवाल जी क्या कर रहे हैं वो उनकी कॉपी करते हैं और कॉपी करने वाला कभी जीतता तो नहीं है।
The freebies are given by the tax which we give, like which upper middle class people are giving. From those taxes the freebies are given. So I think it's not a very good idea to give freebies. So freebies culture should be I don't support it.
Till 7 p.m., the voter turnout stood at 57.79%. In 2020, it was 62.8%. From Chief Minister Atishi to Kejriwal's opponent Parvesh Verma, top leaders across party lines offered prayers and held pujas ahead of casting votes. Just like the month-long high-octane campaign, Delhi D-Day 2 had its share of drama. AAP accused the BJP of model code of conduct violations at several locations in Delhi. Jangpura saw heated exchange between Manish Sisodiya and Delhi police over allegations of the BJP distributing cash for votes. AAP candidate and former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodiya accused the deployed Delhi police of being a mute spectator.
बीजेपी वाले केवल और केवल झूठ बोलने और मशीनरी का दुरुपयोग करने के अलावा कुछ करते नहीं हैं। दो ही तरह के वीडियोस आ रहे हैं पिछले 4-5 दिन में, या तो गुंडागिरी कर रहे हैं या खूब बड़े पैमाने पे पैसा या कुछ सामान बांट रहे हैं।
4 टेबल लगे हुए थे जिसमें से 3 टेबल अलग अलग प्रत्याशियों के थे, एक इंडिपेंडेंट के, 2 अलग अलग पार्टीज के, बट क्योंकि उनका टेबल फ्लोर सेम था तो इसलिए कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट हुआ कि चारों के चारों शायद बीजेपी की टेबल्स हैं। तो उस पर एफएसटी की टीम ने भी रिस्पॉन्ड किया है और हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव मजिस्ट्रेट ने उसको वेरीफाई भी किया और कैश बटने की जो एलिगेशन है उस पर भी वेरीफाई किया। इस तरह का कुछ भी नहीं पाया गया है।
A furious Aam Aadmi Party also claimed that promotional material for the BJP had been found at some polling booths in the national capital in violation of the Model Code of Conduct that is in force. Saurabh Bhardwaj also accused the police of trying to stop people from voting at booths in Chirag, Delhi.
आपके सामने कानून दिखाया जा रहा था। क्या कानून चिराग दिल्ली में अलग और ईस्ट ऑफ कैलाश में अलग होगा? क्या डीसीपी को सस्पेंड नहीं किया जाना चाहिए? क्या यहाँ के एसएचओ को सस्पेंड नहीं करा जाना चाहिए? नहीं किया जाएगा। क्यों नहीं किया जाएगा? क्योंकि ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ड्यूटी बजा रहे हैं।
आपदा वाली फर्जी सरकार अब फर्जी मतदान और फर्जी हथकंडों पे उतर आई है। नई दिल्ली की कस्तूरबा नगर विधानसभा में जाली मतदान करते हुए व्यक्ति पकड़े गए हैं और ऐसा दिल्ली के अनेक क्षेत्रों से खबर आ रही है।
With polls due to close, Delhi police held a media briefing and assured voters and parties of fair play.
हमेशा से दिल्ली पुलिस की छवि एक प्रोफेशनल पुलिस फोर्स की रही है और हम लोग हमेशा निष्पक्ष रहे और पारदर्शी रहे और ये पारदर्शिता और निष्पक्षता हम लोग हमेशा बरकरार रखेंगे और हमारा उद्देश्य केवल फ्री, फेयर और पीसफुल इलेक्शन करवाना है।
All eyes are on February 8th when the votes will be counted. But with exit poll numbers out, netas will have many sleepless nights before we know who the next Delhi Chief Minister will be. With Bureau Reports, NDTV. In other news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing the Rajya Sabha at 4 p.m. on Thursday, a reply to the motion of thanks. In his address in the Lok Sabha just a day before the Delhi polls, he had attacked the opposition, especially the Aam Aadmi Party. Also, he had targeted the Congress, specifically the Gandhis as well. He also enumerated the many achievements of his government. The Prime Minister will be addressing the upper house now tomorrow at 4 p.m. and give his reply to the motion of thanks. Well, let's go across to Vasudha now for more. So, Vasudha, after the Prime Minister's address in the Lok Sabha tomorrow in the Rajya Sabha.
Absolutely, Gargi, and the Prime Minister is expected to speak around 4 o'clock in the Rajya Sabha is what we understand. And if you look at his speech in the Lok Sabha, it was primarily directed towards, lashing out at the opposition and also showcasing the vision for the future of the country and all the work that his government has done for the people of the country. In fact, he did praise Ambedkar a lot. He talked about how his government's work is completely aligned with the principles of not just B.R. Ambedkar, but also the principles of social justice. So in some ways, he managed to cover a lot of ground there, talking about nuclear, sector and also a couple of other things, including lashing out at the opposition. Tomorrow, of course, he speaks at 4 p.m. and a lot of other speakers will also be lined up by the opposition and the BJP. We'll get that list in a short while from now.
All right, Vasudha, thanks so much for joining us with those details. The Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, the governing board of the Tirupati temple, has taken action against 18 non-Hindu employees who apparently are following non-Hindu practices despite taking an oath to uphold and follow Hindu faith when they joined. All of them have been barred from taking part in religious activity of the temple and have been asked to take a transfer to positions that are not connected or take voluntary retirement. The board said the decision is in keeping with its commitment to preserving the spiritual sanctity of its temple.
Spoke about it before the elections. We stand by it and we will see this issue through. We will fight it out. But end of the day, I want to be very clear that there are religious sentiments involved. It's, to be honest, if you look at a Hindu is not allowed to work in a mosque. It's as simple as that. And vice versa also applies. So it's nothing new. And as a government, we've been very clear on the subject. And we'll take it forward to a logical conclusion.
A U.S. military aircraft carrying 104 illegal Indian immigrants landed in Amritsar today afternoon, while 30 of the deportees are from Punjab, 33 each are from Haryana and Gujarat, 3 from Maharashtra and UP, and 2 from Chandigarh, according to sources. Now, the Trump administration has increasingly turned to the military to help carry out its immigration agenda, using military aircraft to deport migrants and opening military bases to house them. Although illegal Indian immigrants have been deported home by previous U.S. administrations, this is the first time Washington has used a military aircraft for the purpose.
104 ਭਾਰਤੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਨੇ ਡਿਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ 에ਅਰਪੋਰਟ ਤੇ ਆਏ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 30 ਦੇ ਕਰੀਬ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਬੈਚ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਪੇਪਰ ਵਰਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੁਣ ਦੂਜਾ ਹਰਿਆਣਾ ਗੁਜਰਾਤ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ। ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨਰਿੰਦਰ ਮੋਦੀ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਪਤੀ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ, ਟਰੰਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ 'ਚ ਇਹਦਾ ਹੱਲ ਕੱਢਣ। ਉਹ ਚਲੋ ਇਹ ਛੱਡੋ, ਇਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਚਾਲਾਂ ਉਹ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਨ, ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਚੁਣ ਲੈਣ, ਪਰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਟੇਟ ਤੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਚੁਣਿਆ।
A U.S. military aircraft today landed at Amritsar International Airport carrying 104 illegal immigrants from India. Out of those, 33 are from Gujarat, 33 from Haryana, 30 from Punjab, and rest from other states like UP, Maharashtra, and Chandigarh. Now, this incident has come at a time when Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to meet Mr. Trump in Washington later this week. To say on 14th of Feb is when Prime Minister is expected to land in Washington and meet Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump has been very strict when it comes to the illegal immigration or deporting those people. He has done it to the countries like Mexico, Peru, as well as other countries in the neighborhood. And he has also had some ugly spat, verbal spat with these people, with the leaders of those states, especially from Colombia, when the Colombian president had said that Mr. Trump is treating these illegal immigrants with no dignity because they're being chained and paraded in front of the camera before being deported on military aircraft. Now, this is also for the first time when these deportees have been sent through a military aircraft, wherein Mr. Trump said that it's giving, it's sort of done to send a strong signal or message to every country which has got illegal immigrants in the United States. Now, back here in India, this entire incident has also sparked a political debate, with the ministers in our government in Punjab saying that when large number of these deportees or maximum of these deportees come from Gujarat as well as Haryana, which is a BJP-ruled state, then why the plane was meant to land in Amritsar in Punjab and it was there to defame Punjab, or this is how the centre gives a stepmotherly treatment to Punjab. Now, all these deportees who landed in Amritsar had to go through a background check, background verification, because the Punjab Director General of Police and the Punjab Police at Amritsar Airport had put a special kiosk to check the background verification, to go for the background verification of these people, to check whether they had any criminal history, and after that they were allowed to leave. People from Gujarat or deportees from or who belong to Gujarat will be leaving tomorrow for Gujarat from a flight from Amritsar. As of now, there has been no response from Government of India or even the External Affairs Ministry or the entire issue. And this comes at a time just days before when Prime Minister Modi is expected to meet Mr. Trump. But when it comes to India's stand on illegal immigration, Dr. Jaishankar, our External Affairs Minister, who was in Washington last month to attend the inaugural ceremony of Mr. Trump, the President of the United States, had then said that India's stand on illegal immigration, or what we call mobility of people, is very clear. India considers a world as a global workplace where people are encouraged to apply for jobs and seize maximum opportunities. But anyone who goes to these places, to foreign land through illegal route, must be brought back or must pay the price, is what India's stand is. So we have also been told that all those who have been deported by United States, their verification back there in the United States was done in consultation with officials of External Affairs Ministry, or to say Indian Embassy in the United States.
OpenAI chief Sam Altman was in Delhi today. He attended an event with founders and policy makers, speaking in the presence of Union Minister for Railways and Electronics and IT. He said India represents OpenAI's second largest market, and India should be a leader in artificial intelligence and should be involved in every aspect of the AI stack.
been using multiple AI applications within large, so many different departments, so many wings of the government. I think that can really help us solve these population scale problems, because most of the problems we face, Sam, are problems where you have to look at a multiple of billion, so which is like very common. So then how do we solve these population scale problems? That's where our focus, of course, is on all the three layers, and within the applications in healthcare, in education, in agriculture, in weather forecasting, in disaster management, in transportation, multiple different things we are working. And I request the entire startup community to come up with very unique solutions, and we'll be open. We are very soon starting a kind of open competition for it, open empanelment competition kind of thing. So that will be huge. So many problems can be solved, and why don't we use this latest technology that we have for solving these problems, right? You guys are good with that? Would love to do.
Some more energy, guys, come on.
India is an incredibly important market for AI in general, for OpenAI in particular. It's our second biggest market, tripled users here in the last year. But mostly seeing what people in India are building with AI at all levels of the stack, chips, models, all of the incredible applications. So I think India should be doing everything. I think India should be one of the leaders of the AI revolution. It's really quite amazing to see what the country has done and embraced the technology and building, again, the entire stack of things on top of it.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today visited the Mahakumbh, where he took a dip at the Sangam in Prayagraj. He also performed Ganga Aarti. He was accompanied by the UP Chief Minister to the Sangam. Now, Prime Minister Modi later said he was blessed to take this holy dip, calling it a moment of divine connection. We spoke to author Amesh Tripathi on the significance of the Mahakumbh.
Amish, the Ayodhya consecration ceremony marked a significant milestone in India's cultural and spiritual landscape. I was there covering it, you were there witnessing it. Now you are at Mahakumbh. Can you share your thoughts on the importance of this ceremony and how it relates to the broader themes of Hindu mythology and culture? And of course, today was even more special with the presence of the Prime Minister.
No, absolutely. Look, I spoke on the spiritual and cultural aspects already. Let me comment on the visit of the Honorable Prime Minister and what the organization of this tells us about modern India. Firstly, the visit of the Honorable Prime Minister. There is, of course, this line, Yatha Raja Tatha Praja, but it works in reverse as well. How the people behave and what they believe. They find a deeper connection with their leader if the leader follows that example as well. Practically all of us Indians, regardless of our religious background, I mean, even in our crew, we have people of all faiths. I find people of all faiths at the Kumbh Mela connecting to Dharma. And our leader, the Honorable Prime Minister, coming here and doing those ceremonies kind of touches us very deeply. That our leader respects what's important to us as well. And what Sadhvi ji said is so true. I mean, I am in Prayagraj. We were actually shooting out here, and outside of Arail Ghat, actually there were no blockages. We could peacefully cross the pontoon bridge. We could do our shooting at the Sangam. So it shows that actually the arrangements were made in a way that all of us ordinary people could carry on with the ceremonies, rituals and work that we had to do. That's that's on the visit of the Honorable Prime Minister.
Ahead of the wedding of their youngest son, Jeet Adani, the Adani family has announced Mangal Seva. It's a program to support newly married women with disabilities. To begin with, every year, 500 such women will be provided financial assistance of 10 lakh each.
Adani Group Chairman Gautam Adani's son Jeet Adani and his fiancée Diva Jaimin Shah are starting their new life with the noble pledge. The couple has vowed to contribute rupees 10 lakh each year for the wedding of 500 Divyang women, helping them start a new chapter with dignity and joy. Sharing his pride as a father, Gautam Adani called this Mangal Seva pledge a meaningful way to give back to society. To launch this initiative, Jeet Adani personally met 21 newlywed Divyang women and their husbands, reinforcing his commitment to the cause. Advocating for inclusivity, Jeet Adani recently suggested a Divyang special episode on Shark Tank India to highlight entrepreneurs with disabilities. His inspiration? A visit to Mitti Cafe, a chain empowering individuals with disabilities through employment. At just 27, Jeet Adani has made his mark in the Adani Group. A University of Pennsylvania alumnus, he oversees the group's airport, defense, petrochemicals, and digital transformation businesses. The Adani Group's commitment to inclusivity also made para-cricketer Amir Hossain Loan's dream come true. A rupees 70 lakh contribution helped him open a cricket academy in Kashmir, inspiring the next generation. On International Day for Persons with Disabilities in 2023, the Adani Group hosted Green X Talks, celebrating stories of resilience and redefining possibilities. A pledge of purpose, a vision for change, Jeet and Diva's journey begins with a promise of empowerment and inclusion.
With that, time for us to slip into a short break. News updates continue right here on NDTV.